What's up, guys? It's Jeff, aka Pumpkinspice, and the developer livestream just ended. New map, Bariz, a bunch of other stuff. Let's get into all the juicy details. All of them. New map is now titled Tideway. First up, if you notice, we're going to look at the hills that have pissed me off so many times. They don't look like they're going to piss me off anymore. And it's not like they were big in the old game. It was just like to the left of the bridge as you were coming up. There were always people that would camp those mounds right there. And they would shoot me. And I would die. And I would be pissed. It's expected. Now there's a lot more cover. The map looks filled out. There's a lot more structures. There's more buildings. They really didn't go on that side of the map. And I'm thinking they were trying to kind of hide some stuff. Because the map is... It might be a little bit bigger, but it's not much bigger than the existing one in OG Insurgency. And so it's not like they could hide like a bunch of stuff over there. But they didn't go over that way. They kind of stayed by the bridge. Might have went around the bridge towards the end. And that was it. They went all the way to the other end of the map. And the flow was pretty much the same. If you played Insurgency 2014, you're going to feel at home on this map. You're gonna look at it and be like, okay, that's Bariz or Tideway, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't look like it released with the game. It looks like it's just something all on its own, and I like that. Definitely a lot more oranges. Everything looks just really detailed. It looks good. Atmosphere. There's a lot more atmosphere now. It looks like there's a sandstorm brewing. It used to look a lot more dense than that, but they had to scale it back due to performance issues. There's a basement now in a building inside the building. I don't know if they have a basement. Like, I know they have basements with, doors that lead straight out, but I don't know if they have a basement with countersunk stairs on both sides and whatnot. I'm gonna have to think about that. So don't quote me on this just yet, but I think this is the only basement so far in the game, like real basement. Like, the only way in is from up. So that's really cool. That's one of the objectives. They said it pretty much. It's fun, but it pisses you off because you get shot from so many different ways. Or naded, blown up, burnt, whatever. We're really going to have to sit down with the CTE to get a real feel for this map. But I am excited for it. Probably more excited for this map than I was Power Plant. And I still like Power Plant. A lot of people don't like it. I don't know why. It's basically the most balanced map in the game, I think, right now. Especially for push. Which it leads me to another thing. This map will support all game modes already in the game. So, push, frontline, firefight, domination. It's going to support them all right off the bat. Checkpoint, frenzy, hardcore. So I'm going to do like a comparison video whenever we get a chance to get in there and really dig in and go through it. Now, we're kind of hesitant to talk about any kind of like new modes or anything like that. They did mention that they might try doing domination, a domination, kind of mutator at nighttime. So I'm really excited to see what happens with that. That's going to be awesome. First piece of news for guns, we're getting the Welrod. And if you don't know what the Welrod is, Mikey appropriately called it the meme gun. And it's basically a spy gun from, World War II era. It looks like something James Bond would use back whenever the books were written. It's going to be in my loadout for domination. I'll have the Welrod, 3 Molotovs, and a heavy carrier. And that's it. Going in like that. Just burning people.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
Dying because I gotta put another round in the chamber like that. On this like more significant gun news, just quality of life fixes right quick. Alpha AK magazine is going to be appropriate now. They fixed that. It's going to be a 7.62 magazine, not a 5.45, which is it's just like a quality of life. People I guess fussed about it, so they fixed it. That's cool. It really didn't bother me that much. I didn't even realize that gun was chambered in 7.62 by 39. I always thought it was 545, 539, is it? Pretty sure that's it. They love 39s in Russia, don't they? Next up, the gun attachments. Muzzle devices, specifically flash hider, compensator, they're all going to be appropriately sized. Thank you, sweet Jesus. This is something that has irked me since the game came out. Those gaudy, big old flash hiders and compensators, and I'm just like, that's not what it looks like. I got an A2 flash hider on my rifle right there. What the fuck? And I'm glad they fixed that. It always aggravated me to the point where at one point in time, I was so annoyed with it that I wouldn't put either of them on my gun just so it would look realistic. But that's being fixed. Thumbs up, guys. They did go into further detail on the Asval, the Honey Badger, and the Stein. They're all going to be for the Breacher class. They're going to have a quick damage drop off. And I'm pretty sure, trajectory is going to fall off probably sooner too. Since it is subsonic ammunition, they did change the distance at which you can hear the sound of all these guns from the other ones that if they were suppressed. Like, the Asval has an integrated suppressor. You can't take that suppressor off. It's the barrel. They built it like that. The Honey Badger, though, and I think the Stein, they said you will be able to change attachments on the end of the barrel. So that's good. That's cool. I think it's awesome. But the subsonic ammunition, I think you can... They said 101 yards. Sound cuts out for regular guns with the suppressor. And these guns, the sound will cut out at 71 yards. So it's about a 30-yard difference. That's pretty big if you think about it. If you're playing like kind of stealthy and shit, that's really cool. I like that they even put that in there. It looks like a home run with these the guns. If they feel as good when you shoot them as the balancing looks, in terms of how it compares to realism, I think this is like a gold star or whatever you want to call it. It went platinum. Or like in South Park when they went Hmong. They didn't touch on a whole lot after that. And it's kind of like they don't want to reveal everything. It's still too soon. We're not getting the CTE this week. I was hoping we would. Last time we got a map overview, we got it that Friday, but we're not. We'll have to wait a little bit longer for that one. I think in a couple weeks they're going to do another live stream where they'll talk about some of the other stuff that's going to be revealed in the next 2 weeks. They're going to drop some more of these teasers. I'm going to do videos on them and we're going to talk about them. There's supposed to be a patch coming out. Either, I think he said this week or next week. That's going to fix smoke. The way smoke is, not really consistent. It's not even visible at times. The smoke just disappears. But they're supposed to be fixing that with the next patch. And there was some AI fixes. But that's all we got today. If you enjoyed it, hit like and subscribe down below. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. This Saturday, Sad Boy, we're all getting together. We're going to be doing a little stream thing. And since it's his birthday, giving away, I'm gifting 2 copies of Sandstorm. So if you want the game, you don't have it yet for PC. I want to do it bad for the consoles, but I'm not sure how we could do that without me just getting you a gift card and that being it. Which I'm not a big fan of because I kind of want to just make sure my money's going towards what it's going to. I kind of want it to go towards NWI. I do appreciate the work that they do, so I want to make sure it goes towards them. That's why I don't do consoles yet. When I get a chance where I can gift them on console, that's when I'll start doing that. So if you are on console and, don't come for this. You want to come and hang out though? I got playlists I'm setting up, music-wise. Play it real low in the background. That way, Benji can play his Doom music whenever we go in charge. We go charge into battle and die. But yeah, come on by. Stop by. I'll post the time. Facebook, Reddit, Twitter. It'll go out on Twitter first, though. Just come on by, hang out, chat it up. You got to chat it up. It's usually going to go off of who I'm seeing in chat. If you enjoyed the video, hit like and subscribe down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.